Hi, I'm Monique Samuels and I'm the founder of Mila Eve Essentials. Today I'm going to give you a little Essential Oils 101. If this is your first time using essential oils, the best and most effective way to begin is by using a diffuser made specifically for essential oils. And I remember when I first started using essential oils, I was a little nervous about using them topically. What I found out was that I was still able to get the benefits of these oils by diffusing. As you breathe in, you're able to relax, unwind, and allow the oils to enter your bloodstream. Our essential kits are perfect for beginners because they provide you with 10 of the most popular oils in a 5 milliliter size, and these scents are some of the most easy to use. Our essential kit also comes with our signature bamboo diffuser. When you're using Mila Eve Essential diffusers, you always want to use distilled or bottled water. You do not want to use tap water. These diffusers are 150 milliliters, and that's how much water they receive. There's an indicator inside the diffuser that lets you know where the water level should not pass. So we're going to go ahead and pour some water in up to the line in the inside. I'll tell you what the max is. And then we go ahead and add our oils. I'm going to give you one of my favorite mixes that I use for my kids and myself at night. It smells so good. And I'm a person that likes the oils to be like super strong. So I add a few extra drops, but you have to just use what works for you. I'm going to give you a base as a starter and tell you how many drops of each one that you're going to use. The mix that I'm going to use today: Sleep Tight, eucalyptus, lavender, and peppermint. I'm going to use 3 drops of each one. What I enjoy about these oils, and this mixture in particular, is that it really opens you up. The peppermint is very minty. The Sleep Tight is very relaxing. It's already a blend, which is a nice little combination of some very soothing oils. And the eucalyptus, of course, opens your lungs, opens your airways. You're able to breathe and actually go into a deeper sleep. Get that REM sleep a lot sooner, and you sleep so much better. Mila Eve Essential Oils are 100% pure, therapeutic, chemical-free essential oils. There's a huge difference between therapeutic and aromatherapy oils. Aromatherapy oils contain chemicals that are mainly fragrant. They are not made for topical application and should not be ingested. I prefer to use therapeutic, chemical-free, 100% Mila Eve essential oils, whether I'm diffusing or using them topically. You have to remember that even when diffusing essential oils, they're still able to enter your bloodstream as you breathe them in. Always use caution and make sure you choose wisely before you purchase an essential oil. Where do you apply essential oils? I always say the best place to start is underneath your feet. Certain areas underneath your feet correlate with every major organ in your body. When you're applying essential oils, just remember that you still can absorb them through your hands. If you ever spill an oil, you don't want to use your hands to clean it up. Why? Because oil and water separate. They don't mix. So if you have oil in your hand and you put water on top of it, it will drive the oil even deeper and further into your system. There are certain times where you will actually want to do this. For instance, if you have achy muscles or a deep cough, you would actually want to place the oil in your area of concern, then place a warm compress or a damp cloth over top, and then it will drive the essential oils further into your system to relieve your symptoms. If you ever make a mistake and you spill an oil, try to use a cloth to clean it up. If it's too late and the oil has already touched your hands or another part of your body, you can use a carrier oil. and rub more of the carrier oil to further dilute the strength of the essential oil. What is a carrier oil? I remember when I first began using essential oils, I was completely confused, trying to understand the difference between an essential oil and a carrier oil and dilution ratios. Mila Eve Essentials has 4 carrier oils in stock right now. We have fractionated coconut oil, almond oil, grapeseed oil, and jojoba oil. They're all organic, cold pressed, and unrefined. It's important to use carrier oils that are natural to match the natural abilities of your essential oils. Do not use synthetic oils as a carrier oil. Spicier oils such as oregano require further dilution. For this essential oil in particular, I would recommend that you dilute by adding 1 drop to 1 tablespoon of your carrier oil of choice. The more familiar you are with the oil, you'll be better able to decide the strength that is best for you and your body. When using essential oils, it's important to understand dilution and proper dilution ratios. The ratio depends on the circumstance and where you're applying the oil on your body. Lavender essential oil is a more gentle oil that can be used neat. Neat is a term that's used when you're applying essential oils without the use of a carrier oil. You can apply lavender essential oil directly to your shoulders and massage them in order to relax, or other different places where you need to wind down or release some tension. Some other Mila Eve essential oils that can be applied neat are Calm Down, Sleep Tight, Head Aid, and our Mila Eve signature scent, just to name a few. The level of your skin sensitivity will still play a part in determining whether applying the essential oils neat on your body are okay for you. When I'm using, for instance, rosemary essential oil for a stuffy nose, I dilute at a 1-to-1 ratio. That means I use 1 drop of oil to 1 drop of carrier oil, and then I apply that around my nasal area if I have severe sinus congestion and inflammation. This is what works best for me, but obviously, depending on your skin sensitivity, you have to decide what works best for you. An essential oil such as peppermint oil is not one that I would recommend to apply topically without proper dilution. Peppermint is a very minty and a very strong one, and for those with sensitive skin, it can cause a burning sensation. If you ever are confused about how much dilution is required, I always recommend starting with 1 teaspoon and begin adding between 1 to 3 drops of essential oil. Then test the strength before you continue use. You can increase or decrease based on your body's response. For use on babies or toddlers, a safe starting place is using 1 tablespoon. You can use 1 to 3 drops of essential oil. For safety, I always recommend testing on yourself before applying to your children. Remember, less is more. 1 drop of essential oil is very strong. You will never need to use the entire bottle, ever, all at once. My favorite part of using essential oils is mixing them. I'm like a mad chemist when it comes up coming with combinations, and I just love it. I have fun. My family calls me a mad scientist, but I enjoy it. Always use amber glass or tinted glass made specifically for essential oil storage. Sunlight can actually damage the properties of essential oils. You never want to use plastic because essential oils are strong enough to eat right through it. What I have in front of me is a 1 ounce or 30 milliliter vial. I have a roller ball. I have 1 dram, 3/4 dram, half dram, and 1/4 dram. The size of the bottle that you choose is based on what the mix is for. I enjoy using these vials so that I'm not wasting oil. I typically use these when I'm using a mix that I use often. This practice will help you save as much of your oil as possible, which will also help you save money before you run out and have to purchase more. Not that I'm mad at you purchasing more, because we love your business at Mila Eve Essentials. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to use and how to mix the essential oils based off of the need. When my kids are stuffy, they have a runny nose, and it's active, I choose to use the 1/4 dram bottle. I use rosemary oil, and then I use fractionated coconut oil. I will fill this vial with 1 drop of rosemary for every 1 drop of coconut oil. That is when it's an active cold. The reason I say active is because you need something that's a little bit more powerful and strong. When I'm using it for maintenance, if the kids every now and then get a little sniffle or anything like that, I will fill this entire bottle with coconut essential oil, and then I'll add 1 drop or 2 drops of rosemary. The strength that you desire is based off of the need and the circumstance. The next mix that I'm going to show you is a cold and flu bomb recipe, and I'm going to show you how I would use the roller ball for this type of situation if it's an active cold. So I'll use this roller ball, and I'll first add 2 drops of frankincense, 2 drops of tea tree, 3 drops of oregano, 4 drops of lemon, and 4 drops of clove. I'm going to add all of this into the roller ball, and then I'm going to fill the rest up with my carrier oil. That is for an active cold. If you are not having an active cold, but you want to use this as an immune boosting recipe, you can use those same ingredients, but add them into the 1 ounce bottle, and then fill the rest of the way up with your carrier oil of choice. Be sure to write down what recipe you used and keep it near or on the bottle if you can label it. So if you would like to use the recipe again, you remember what ingredients you used and how many drops. If you're going to use a mix more often, it's best to use the larger size vial so that you can make a larger batch. If you need the mix to be stronger, add more essential oil. If you need the oil to be less strong, add more of the carrier oil. Beware of the detox. Don't be alarmed if you begin using essential oils and you feel a little extra tired in the beginning. I remember the first time I began using essential oils, I was completely detoxing and I did not realize it until it was explained to me. You may feel a little dehydrated, you may feel a little sleepy because essential oils have the ability to push out all the bad toxins and things in your body. So your body may need a little period to adjust. Your body needs more rest in order to acclimate to this new environment that you're creating due to your essential oil use. When you're using Mila Eve essential oils, just remember that consistency is key. I remember one time when my husband was sick and he said, hey, I need something for a sore throat. I told him to use oregano and clove. We diluted it properly and he used it and he was amazed, like, oh my goodness, it really works. Then he didn't use it again for the rest of the day. The next day he woke up and his throat was hurting again and he said, oh, the oils didn't work. No, it wasn't that they didn't work. It's because he stopped using them. You want to load up as much as possible in order for the oils to work and to do their job. Whenever my kids and I are sick, I always use this as a guideline. For the first hour, I apply the essential oils every 10 minutes. For the second hour, every 20 minutes. Third hour, every 30 minutes. Then every hour after that, like clockwork. So if they're sick, I'll make a roller ball and I'll literally apply this mix down their spine and under their feet, and I'll use that same timetable. My goal is to overload their body with the essential oils so that they can get all of the bad stuff out. Germs cannot thrive in the same place or the same space as essential oils. That's how powerful they are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video will help you become more acclimated with essential oils and help you to continue on your essential oils journey. Thank you for coming to our store and for shopping Mila Eve Essentials. Nature knows best, and so does Mila Eve. Take care.